Hi guys, Giuseppe and Lani here.
Hi everybody.
Today we're going to talk about how to boost your confidence on a dance floor.
We're going to give you 6 tips to boost your confidence, but before we do, we're going to have a special promotion at the end of the video, possibly some free passes for some of you, so make sure you watch till the end.
6 tips in total. First one, your energy matters. Your energy within matters. When you walk into a place to dance, you want to make sure you're there to spread positive energy. And how you can do that is smile, breathe, calm down, and make your goal to make someone else's night and spread positive energy, because that's what we're there for.
Right. Okay, one thing that I like to do is to start the night with someone I know. You never want to jump in and ask someone to dance and they say no, and then your night goes like this. You're starting off on the wrong foot, right? Or let's say they say yes, but you just have horrible chemistry with them. Or let's say you're standing there and you wait for a dance, and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and now it's been 30 minutes and no one's asked you to dance. That's a horrible way to start the night. So find someone you know as soon as you walk in and ask them to dance. You know you're gonna get a yes, right? You know what the dance is going to be. You can kind of warm up your joints so you don't, if you're a follow and you're starting the night, you don't want someone to start throwing you around when you're on your first dance, right? So if you know what you're going to get from the person that you're asking to dance, it's a little bit safer. Both of you can kind of warm up your bodies a little bit, and it goes a little bit smoother. It avoids being cold, right? And then once you warm up a little bit and the night progresses, you start getting more confidence, and it builds and builds and builds, right? So how we start is very important.
3, posture. I think posture matters. So what you can do, shoulders down and relaxed, not too back, not too in, just right where you feel comfortable. Engage your core. Make sure your entire body is just engaged when you're dancing, just in general. But the important things is your shoulder, your core, and as well your feet. Keep your feet close together. And just make sure you're focused on that when you're dancing, because once you have the right posture, I think it kind of really helps you to boost your confidence. You just feel more prepared, and looks like you're having a better time as well, dancing.
And even when you're watching, I know that sometimes when I watch, I can kind of tell people that have better balance because their posture is better, something I'm working on. Yeah.
Yes.
And number 4, dress up. Some of you that have known me for a long time know that I in the past, I don't really dress up that much. I've been trying to make an effort, since I've been going out. When we've been going out, she dresses a lot nicer than I do, so I'm trying to lift up my game. But you'd be surprised when you dress up, it does give you a little boost of energy, a boost of confidence. It does help. Also, make sure you're dressed comfortably to dance, right? So you never want to wear something that's too tight or constrictive, or you feel like you don't look good in it, because you're just going to be worried about that all night long, right? Yeah. Something that's not safe. Your skirt's riding up too high and you're always pulling it down. Pay attention to your shoes. Sometimes your shoes can stick too much, or they can be too slippery. For bachata, I like smoother shoes that can slide a little bit. With kizomba, I like a little bit more sticky surface or shoes. So I pay attention to what kind of shoes. I'm comfortable, right? You don't want to be sliding around and then having someone else's safety in your hands when you can't even control yourself, right? So pay attention to that. Last thing is make sure you smell nice. Remember, the feedback we get builds our confidence. So if you're dancing with someone and they're going like this, that's not going to make you feel very nice, right? So make sure you smell nice, and the feedback you get, oh wow, this guy looks good, he feels good in terms of how he leads, he smells good. That feedback you're going to get is a smile, and that's going to give you confidence. The same thing if you're a follow, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a follow and you smell good and you feel good and you look good, you're going to get that feedback too. The guys are going to look at you and kind of give you that wink or nod.
Yeah,
you get that every once in a while? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's important just to remember, your hygiene. It just matters, So
right.
A gum, some of this, perfume, hair, makeup for my right. It just makes you feel good. So, right. And you're going to get a lot of dances if you do that.
Big confidence booster. Okay.
Number 5, being present in the moment. It is very important, right? So letting go of any other thoughts that is not necessary to have while going to dance. It's important to focus on your partner because that allows you to just focus on your own self, your dancing, and as well your sensitivity, because that matters. And the way you can have sensitivity is to be in the present moment, listening to your partner. And as well, don't think of what others think of you. You're there for yourself to have fun and give the best you can. So.
Yeah, and I know my best dances were always when me and my partner were in the moment.
Right,
and my
right.
worst dances, believe it or not, were not, with people that couldn't dance or beginners. It was always someone who perhaps was a good dancer, but they just weren't in the moment, and they were thinking about something else or looking at something else. You could just tell they weren't in the moment, or maybe I wasn't in the moment and I was sidetracked. And you can see this even if you're out dancing and you watch people. You can tell when people are really into the music or into each other or into the musicality or into their dance and just really having fun. And then you look at someone else that is really not into what they're doing or who they're dancing with, and they're paying attention to something else or thinking about something else. So that's a really, really important one. Okay?
Yes. Definitely.
All right. The next one, it seems a little bit common sense, but practice, right? So when I first started dancing, I know one of my instructors said, just be confident. The problem was, how can I be confident if I don't know what I'm doing? Of course I'm not confident. So what I had to do is just practice a couple of moves that I could execute really well. And that's what I recommend everyone does, is practice a couple of moves. Instead of just doing a bunch of moves that you can't really do really well, focus on a couple moves that you can do really well and practice that over and over and over. That creates a muscle memory. So when you hit the floor, you're just confidently knocking and mop. And you don't have to think about what you're doing. You don't have to think about the next move or the next pattern. You're just executing. The same thing when you're following. You don't have to think about your turn patterns or think about your styling because you practiced it in front of the mirror over and over and over, right? One thing that helps is finding a practice partner. So maybe you have a friend or someone else that you know, find a practice partner and practice with them. You practice by yourself. We're on quarantine right now, and you practice by yourself, especially if you're a follow and you want to do a little bit of styling. If you're a lead, maybe practice your footwork. Okay?
Yeah.
Anything
definitely.
to add?
Last one is take a shot or two before going dancing.
That's a bonus one.
Yes. Just warms me up. I just take a shot or two. I don't get drunk. I do not say go get drunk before dancing or while social dancing because you want to keep your balance and be present in the moment. So just to warm up, I take a shot or two and I'm ready to go. It's just like a, start of my night. So. And
I drink some water. You always want to stay hydrated, right? So if you're going to be going a while, you're going to be sweating, make sure you drink some water so that, if you sweat, you don't get too overheated. If you're going to do a shot, do a shot. Try not to drink too much if you can't hold it down, because people never know what their limit is, and they think they can dance, and they really can't when they're drunk, right? And I think we've all danced with someone like that, and especially if you're a lead, right? If you're a lead, you have someone else's safety in your hands, so don't overdrink there. But I think, doing a shot that you can handle and just breaking down that barrier, that can really give you a little liquid confidence there. Okay, as promised, we're going to do a special promotion for anyone who has purchased tickets to any other events that have been canceled. And I wanted to do this to kind of help everyone that has hosted events and people who have purchased tickets to add more value. This has been a very, very difficult time, especially as dancers. We're used to being so close to each other in close proximity and dancing every weekend. So a lot of us are going through withdrawals. So what we're going to do is honor any pass, full pass that you've purchased from this day prior. Send us a screenshot of the pass along with your first and last name and your email, and we'll give you a full pass to Los Angeles Dance Fusion Festival, September 4 through 7. This is Central Bachata, Urban Kizomba Fusion, and Zouk. We have 3 separate rooms, 3 separate DJs, master classes, beach parties, pool parties. You're going to have a great time. But in order to do this, we need you to send that information. Make sure to like the page as well, subscribe to the channel. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody. It's going to be a great time when we get out of this quarantine.
Yes, I hope so. Very soon. So stay safe, guys.
Bye.
See you.